Hi guys, Arthur here from Homeowner DIY. In today's video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to frame in a 2x6 wall. So, because of the notch in the triple, which is now a structural issue, this wall needs to be 2x6. Otherwise, I would have been able to get away with a 2x4 wall. But what I'm going to show you in this video is, I would also say, the most common approach and probably the best approach for framing a basement wall. So a basement wall would be on a concrete slab. Guys, when it comes to pouring concrete, it's darn near impossible to get it perfectly level. So by individually measuring out studs, you're going to get a nice tight fitting wall between your top and bottom plate. So what we'll do now is material and tools. Guys, this is our material list for 2x6 wall. So we have one pressure treated 2x6, that'll be for the bottom plate. The rest are just regular. 3-inch screws. I have a sill gasket. I have charges, and then I have nails for the ram set to pin into the concrete. Guys, this is all we need for material. So what we'll do now is the tools list. Alright guys, to frame our wall, this is our tools list. So I have the ram set there. I have hand tools, hammer, measuring tape. I have my cross laser. Guys, if you don't have a cross laser, use a 4-foot level. And then I have a skill saw. This is all I need for tools for this job. So let's get started. Alright guys, so I set up the laser with the base plate. I believe it's 1.5 inches all the way across, so that is the line. And then guys, when we look up, we see the laser. So we want the same spacing from the edge of the top plate, 1.5 inches, all the way to the very end. Now, I've now figured out that this exterior wall is not plumb. The top is closer than towards the inside of the room than the bottom is. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the ram set. I'll pin in the bottom plate, guys. Make note that the sill gasket is underneath it. That's what we need for wood to concrete. And once the bottom plate has been put in, I'll focus on working on the top plate. Alright guys, this is our ram set. So you have the chamber right here. So what you take is one of your charges. You put it inside just like that. Close it. Put the nail inside. And then you're going to hit it with the hammer. Guys, make sure that you have earplugs and eye protection. Okay. So that's one in. Guys, let the casing fall out. I'll put another one in, then I'll go ahead and do a few more on my own. So guys, with this thing, you really want to make sure that it's set inside when you push it. Alright guys, so I've got one there, I've got one there. I'll put in another couple and then we'll come back. Alright, with the bottom plate now pinned down and the top plate screwing to the top, I'm going to put the second top plate in, and then I'm going to start from the right over here and start putting our studs in. Okay, so I'm going to start from the right and then move my way towards the left. All right, first stud is in. So guys, there's a stud in behind here. Make sure that you put a couple screws into it. And guys, for this wall, it's all 3-inch screws. 3-inch number 8. Alright, so the studs will be 16 on center. And then I'll hit the triple at some point, and then it'll be wherever the triple is. All right, guys, so we have our triple. Our triple is right underneath our triple this way where our notch is. So guys, this is the way that you fix an issue like this. You have to have structure underneath it all the way down. Guys, one other thing is you can't put like 2 studs here, a couple studs here, and not have anything underneath here, because that is not allowed. All right, guys, this is our finished 2x6 wall. So we got our stud 16 inches on center, our triple that'll carry the load for this triple going this way. I put in a couple talons for the 3/4 main. So guys, this concludes how to frame a basement wall / how to fix a structural issue just like that when it happens. So what we'll do now is an overview of this job. Alright guys, so that concludes this project. So what I've shown you here is, in my opinion, this is the best approach for framing a basement wall, something on concrete. Your concrete is never going to be perfectly level, so I would suggest put your top and bottom plate in and then put your studs in. I did the stud 16-inch on center until I hit the triple. Now guys, when you're framing for a point load, that's what this triple is, where the notch is. There's a triple horizontally and then there's a triple underneath. Make sure these studs are nice and tight to the top and bottom plate. If you have a gap, then what's going to happen is this beam is going to sag until it hits the structure below it, which is the vertical triple. And in this case, there's fiberglass on top of the deck, so if the deck starts to sag, it's going to crack the fiberglass. The time on this job, the time was about 6 hours. It was a little bit of towing back and forth, but the wall wound up coming out nice and plumb, so I'm very happy with it. It's structurally sound, it's nice and strong, and this will take up the weight of the triple above it. The cost of this job. So the 2x6s, sill gasket, screws, and then the charges and nails for the ramp set. The cost was about $150. Guys, if you didn't want to put a wall in, you'd still have to put in a triple vertically right underneath the notch to take up the load. This is framing 101. You always need to support something by going underneath it. Guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something. I hope something here is going to help you on your project when you need to go ahead and do that. Guys, until next time, please hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next project.